Hi there everyone, this is Lilith Eeckels and welcome to the very first video of my summer series. And today I'm going to show you how I used the color palette from this picture I found on Pinterest, and I'll leave you the link. So I really wanted to use the lovely soft pastel colors, and I have some printables from the two-piece shop. And as you can see, I really went with those soft yellows and pinks and aquas. And I just took lots of products that I thought that would match. I've got some crepe paper washi tape, some October Afternoon, some Studio Calico Atlantic, and some My Mind's Eye, and some more printables, a bit of Dear Lizzie, the Neapolitan. And this one is from Alison Craft from Webster's, and as base I'll be using this really soft, creamy with little hints of pink paper. So let's just show you the embellishments. I've taken out some sequins, a little bit of wood veneer, my gelatos, and these are lots of little leftovers from lots of collections that I just put in my little bowl, and some die cuts and more little wood veneer pieces, and I'll just see how I'll use them. So that's my starting point, and you can't see it here, but I'm just sticking it to my tripod, which is a bit with a magnet, so I can keep the color combination in front of me. I'm just going to cut up a few of these die cuts of these cards that are from the two-piece shop. So these are ones you can buy and you can print them, and I just love that you can print them as many times as you want. I'm cutting these by hand, but I could have done it on my Cameo. I just didn't think about it when I was printing them. So I've just cut out all the pieces that I think that I could use, and I'm going to trim off the top part of my background paper because I really wanted to keep the little strip that was on one side. So here's my photo, and I'm going to start the base of my design. So just aligning the ground elements, and I'm going to add on from that. I'm going to use this lovely diagonal paper from Alison Craft, and I'm going to place those cards and the photo on top of it. So that's the overall basic design, and now I'm going to start adding those little hints of pink. So if you remember the inspiration piece, you had these lots of soft creams and peachy colors, and then you had the pink and the yellow and a little bit of aqua or blue. And so those are the colors I'll be adding in hints. So I've taken one base color, and I'm going to add hints of pink, hints of yellow, and some hints of this lovely aqua blue. So here I'm just adding all those little die cut pieces, and I'm also playing around with a few cuts from my Cameo. So I had some leftovers from a butterfly, and I'll probably be using those. So I really like the idea of the butterflies. Now, when I create my page, it's a lot of fiddling and seeing how it looks and working with those elements. So when you create a layout, I advise you to do just the same. Just play around until you think it looks nice and pleasing. And usually you will notice at one point that everything just fits. So here I'm going to add a few little pieces of washi tape. So I haven't adhered any pieces. I'm just going to add these little strips. And what's nice with washi is you can just peel them off and it doesn't damage your paper. So I like the way that looks, and here I'm stapling down the basic pieces, and then I'm going to stick all the rest down. That's my photo, and I matted the photo onto some pink paper. So yet again, I'm bringing in those colors from the combination I chose. I love these little triangles, and I'm placing them in such a way that they are pointing towards the photo. So the pink one is pointing to the left, and then you've got the aqua one pointing to the right. Cutting more little strips of washi tape from the crepe paper collection, and just having a bit of a hard time peeling off the backing, but just a bit tricky. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of color to my butterflies. So they are really white and it doesn't fit. So I'm going to be using my gelatos for these. And I've also got this water pen. And what's nice about these pens is that they've got a little water container just at the top. So you don't always have to have a little pot with water on hand. I'm adding a bit of the gelato paste onto, this is just an acrylic plate, and diluting it with my water and then adding it to my butterfly. So I've taken really a light blue and then a darker aqua color, and I'm going to create this watercolor effect on my butterflies. And what's really nice about the gelatos is that they dissolve really well in water, and it's really easy to apply. And you can create really fun embellishments just using some white cardstock and your gelatos and your punches and maybe your die cutting machine if you've got a die cutting machine. So they are really nice to use. So I've done that with one of the butterflies, and I'm going to do the same with the second one as well. So yet again, just adding a bit of paste onto my board. I'm just putting my layout to the side because there's a bit of water here and I don't want to ruin the layout, so just putting that to the side. And the same principle again, just applying the lighter color and then the darker color. And if you don't have gelatos, you could do the same with mists. Just put a few drops of mist onto your plate and then use the pen just to create a kind of watercolor effect. If you've got watercolor pencils, you could use it, or Neocolors. These are all kind of products that you could use to create the same thing. So here I'm just cleaning that plate and putting that to the side, and there you go. There you have the butterfly. And it's a really soft finish. And here I'm just tweaking a bit with the other butterfly as well. So once that is done, I'm just going to start adding all the finishing embellishments. And this is something sometimes it takes a lot of time, sometimes I play around with little elements, and I really like having all the elements in the right spot, although I never know what the right spot is. That's just a question of playing around and fiddling with the little things. So I've taken out some tags from Chic Tags, and I've also got I think a leftover from a printable from Studio Calico that I bought there. And this is just a piece from Echo Park paper, and I won't be using it in the end, but I thought I would, but it just didn't fit, so it will stay there just for now, and then you'll see that later on I will take it out. So this is a little leftover from a little journaling card from the Dear Lizzie collection, so one of those that you cut out, and I just made a little banner with it with my square punch, and it says awesome, or this is so awesome. And here we've got that little Chic tag. Now I'm not going to place it straight, so it's a bit off the horizontal line, but that brings a bit of movement and flow into the layout. And I thought it would accentuate the idea of having the butterflies that fly over the page, and that's why I didn't place all my elements really straight. So here I'm adding all the little elements using foam dots to add a bit of pop, of volume, dimension, and using little stickers from My Mind's Eye just over the washi tape, and looking at my sticker sheet and taking stickers out and see how they look. And when I'm happy with that, I go on to the next piece. So here I'm adding just a little bit of black, it's more dark brown, just to create a bit of contrast. And I'm going to add a few more little circles using my little circle punches. So yet again, I'm trying to create a flow over the page. So it's a kind of diagonal flow that starts in the bottom left-hand corner and goes up right up to the top. And that's what I'm trying to create with those little circles. I'm just going to add a few more of these little word stickers. These are really nice. I love using those. And I'm using the three colors again. So the pink, the blue, and the yellow. And this makes it just everything cohesive and work really well together. And once that is done, I'll probably add a little bit of mist. So yet again, I'm going to use the same colors. So I'm not going to take anything black. I use quite a lot of black China ink to create my ink splatters, but I'll probably go with the same colors. So maybe a bit of blue, a bit of pink. So here I'm just playing with my little sequins to see if I can add a little bit of those, and I'll add just little pink sequins again. So here I'm adding my little mist splatters. So I've chosen Mint Tulip from Studio Calico. I think it's my favorite mist ever. And this one is from Shimmeriz, and it's this lovely soft pink. And I'm also going to add two little sequins, pink sequins. And then I'm just going to glue those down, and the layout is done. As you can see, I didn't even use an alphabet set on this, and those little stickers are part of the title. So, I hope you enjoyed this first video in my summer video series, which is all about color and color combinations. So, the next one will be in 2 weeks, because next week I'm going on holiday, and I can't wait to see you then, and I hope you've learned something new. Don't forget to upload your layout with the InLinks button, and at the end of the season I'll pick a winner from all the entries. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.